everyone, good morning and happy Sunday. I'm headed to the church and I wanted to talk to you guys on something that struck me or that touched me so much in the morning. I was listening to something about being deaf to the negativity, and listening to the message I could relate. I could think of 2 or 3 incidents in my life that have happened, and I wanted to talk to somebody about it, but there is no one around, so I thought, why not talk to my beautiful YouTube family. What is better than talking to you guys? But please do comment or respond and let me know that you watch the videos and you can somehow, if you can relate to it. So let's start with what I was trying to say. So I'll start with the negative one first, where I was not deaf to the negativity. I kind of those negative words were set inside me and how they affected me. And then we'll move to the second one, where I was deaf, so that we can deaf to the negativity, so that we can end the video with a positive message. Yeah. So first one was when I was like, I am a born introvert. So if you think like, how can an introvert be on YouTube and talking to you guys, making videos and all that stuff, I know it's just God's grace, and maybe because I did not listen to those voices, those negative voices, and obviously I worked on myself too. So this is how I am here. Yeah, so I am a born introvert, which means bit too shy, would not talk, bit too timid. And then I had people around me, and that too my best friend actually, and she would always be like, she would not directly put me down, but with her words and maybe just that gesture only, she'll be like, I am superior than you kind attitude. Though there were people who were talking positive also about me, about my looks especially. She would be like, I am a Punjabi, and she was from another place. I'll not name that place, I don't want to put anyone down. And she would always, because Punjabis are considered to be beautiful, I have a bit of wheatish complexion, and my features are also not sharp, but today I have no regrets, nothing. I'm confident with whatever I am, whoever I am. But that time I was not. And she would always be like, I look like Punjabi and you look like the person from my place. In all her conversations, something or the other would be there, and this thing struck in my head for long. I always considered myself as less beautiful than others, or everyone, I would say. Though I did have friends who would talk good about me, how good my hair are, my skin is, and all that stuff. But since I was spending more time with her and was more close to her words would always ring in my head, and I would not take those positive words, but those negative words were always ringing. And that added to more of less self-esteem and stuff. And especially when people the people who are introvert, they would not talk to anyone, so it affects even more. I am sure those who are there would be people who can relate with what I'm trying to say. Yeah, so that was always ringing. Then after school we started working. She started working actually. I did not, though I wanted to, but because of me not being or not talking much and stuff, I was not even able to face an interview kind. So I didn't go out of my house. Yeah, so I was not working, she was working. And then there I met a person whom she used to praise a lot for his intellect. Yeah, intellect I'm talking about, that he knows it all kind. He's a very good person, this and that. And then he starts talking to me and he asks me, what I want to do after the school. I was like, I want to do my college and then I would like to work. He said, literally he said that, you cannot survive in the corporate world. Yeah, you are not meant to work outside. You are good for being a housewife. That's it. Though I didn't say a single thing to him, again because of the nature and the values, I would say, that were in me. Somewhere deep inside, I was like, I would not take his words. I know who I am, but I will not let his words decide for me. And obviously I didn't let his words set in, and I kept doing what I wanted to. There were people even from my family who would be like, since just because I am not talking much, I am not gonna do anything. I will simply get married and get settled. I was like, okay, but that's not what I am for. And then came a turning point in my life where I was away from this dear friend of mine, and I made new friends who were talking good about me, who started appreciating me. And I started to develop that confidence. Okay, yeah, maybe the words that I heard in my childhood were mere out of what, I had some word I'm forgetting because of her, what do I say, I'm not getting the word, sorry. This is typical me, you know that. So yeah, I started developing confidence, and then came a turning point in my life. And yes, I'm talking about marriage. Marriage is a turning point in everyone's life, but for me, and I would say, and thankfully for me, it was for good. And especially being with Sam. If you have watched our videos and if you know him closely, you would know how like to what level he would go to be inspirational, motivating you, talking good about you. And that's what he did in my life too. He was like, he was always appreciative, that built confidence inside me. I was like, yeah, I can do it. And today, I would say, with those positive words and no negativity around, and the deaf ear that I gave to that guy's comments, that I am not no good for corporate jobs. I am meant to marry and be a good housewife. I kept a deaf ear to those comments where one of my aunts said, this girl will not work, she won't do anything, she will get married, that's it. After 10th she will get married, not even graduate and stuff, she'll get married and that's it, that's her life. I'm like, you are no one to decide my life. My destiny is in the hands of my God, and you are no one to determine my destiny. So keep your mouths shut. Though those guys are nowhere around me now, they are not even close, but all I can and I am not telling this to brag about myself or anything, but today the people who tried to put me down that time and all that stuff, they are nowhere even close. But the reason I'm sharing this with you is, in case you are also going through the same, and you are also hearing the same comments and all, I would say, be deaf to those guys. Don't be rude, don't be disrespectful, but be deaf. Like yeah. like, don't even say yeah, because when you say yeah, you are actually confirming their thing. I didn't say yeah, I just kept quiet and smiling. That's it. That's what I did, I remember. And there's been many a times when I was like, um, told, because of my introvert nature, because I was, um, a bit dark in color, that I won't be able to do much. But I kept a deaf ear to them, and today God has done a lot of things in my life, and that's all I would want to say. So if you the intent basically is, if I could motivate even one single person from this conversation, that don't be discouraged with what people are saying. They have no right to determine your destiny. Your destiny is yours. Whatever God has put in your heart is yours, and that's what you are meant for, not for what people say. So yeah, cling on to what God has given in your heart, what you want to do, and do it. So if you feel a bit inspired from this conversation, do give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to our channel if you're not a subscriber yet, and share it with someone if you feel that someone is going through this phase. Do share it with that person. This might help them. Thank you so much. See you next time. Bye bye.